It's Monday, January 12, 2009. I'm Dan Cash, and this is 590 KZO News on the Web. Kalamazoo County investigators say they know the names of several men who forced their way into a unit at the Point on KL Avenue early Saturday and roughed up the occupants. The first deputies on the scene say several of them needed immediate medical attention. The exact motive for the home invasion and subsequent violence wasn't released. They're calling it a case of aggravated assault. While most businesses are cutting back and downsizing, one in Kalamazoo is branching out. The Spicy Pickle will open their second outlet in Kalamazoo County. The relatively new franchise has been operating in Portage and will open their second location on West Main across from the mall. They were hit by identity thieves late last year, but co-owner Tiffany Cornelius says that won't happen again.
We have added firewalls, changed IP addresses, changed terminals, back-of-the-house computer. We are no longer operating online.
Meanwhile, the Cheeseburger in Paradise on West Main closed its doors on Friday. Gift cards will be honored at Carrabba's, Outback, and the Bonefish Grill, according to a note left taped to the front door. Governor Jennifer Granholm is trying to bolster the spirits of Michigan residents despite a national recession and new figures on the sour condition of the state's economy. In her weekly radio address, the governor said the experts agree that the challenges being faced by the nation will continue to hit Michigan hard. She says, however, she has confidence that the state will thrive in the long run.
Through hard work and cooperative effort, Michigan, too, will endure, revive, and prosper.
The governor says that in a few weeks she'll present her executive budget recommendation for the next year. She says it will include measures that will address the ongoing economic challenges. General Motors is financially set to keep operating through March and will decide then whether to seek more government money. CEO Rick Wagner told reporters at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit Sunday that the $13.4 billion the company will have received from the government by mid-February is enough to keep them going. However, the automaker could return to Capitol Hill to seek more money after the first quarter of this year. As part of the receiving this money, GM needs to show Congress by March it has a plan to be viable. Israel pressed on today in their battle against Hamas militants in Gaza. CBS News' Mark Phillips reports.
Well, as the debate rages here as to whether to continue this assault or end it, the Israelis have been pushing even further into Gaza. We just saw a major tank column under helicopter cover moving in from the fields just behind us. The Israelis have been grappling for days here with the issue as to whether to continue this assault or to stop it.
Until it stops, it's getting bigger. Additional reserve units of the Israeli army have been brought into Gaza to push further into the Strip's populated areas in search of Hamas fighters whose rocket fire into Israel was the cause of this crisis. The Israeli War Cabinet is reported to be of two minds this morning. Some ministers in favor of winding this operation down, but others arguing for it to continue until Hamas's military capability is damaged further.
But this will go on until we can achieve our goals. And our goals are to free the people of southern Israel from the daily terror of an incoming Hamas rocket.
No matter what the cost internally to the population of Gaza.
We do not want to see any Gaza civilians caught up in the crossfire.
Hamas has been managing to fire its rockets into Israel, although fewer of them, in the past days. It is holding out for terms it wants, namely the end of the Israeli attack and the opening of Gaza's border crossings. Something Israel says it will not do because Hamas will simply begin smuggling in weaponry again. The Israelis have They've released bomb site footage showing, they say, that when a vehicle with Hamas fighters in it moves into a populated area, they deliberately divert their bombs into safer areas. They haven't released footage of bombs they didn't divert.
There are also intelligence reports coming out of Gaza that the Hamas leadership there may be more ready to seek ceasefire terms than the leadership, the exiled leadership, speaking from the safety of Damascus. It may be a little more easy to be brave from far away.
And that's the latest from the 590 KZO newsroom. I'm Dan Cash.